Hi everyone, welcome again to my channel. If today is your first time, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment in the comment section. Okay, so this video has been divided into two because it is too long: the marking of the pattern and the sewing tutorial. So in this video I'll be making the pattern of the top here, and in my next tutorial I'll be showing you the full sewing video. So if this is something you are interested in, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, to make this top here, I am going to be using this beautiful African print fabric. So this is the fabric I will be using. Without wasting much time, let's get started. So in today's video, I'll be sewing a keyhole neckline bustier crop top for my friend, so I'll be using her measurement. Okay, so guys, this is my pattern paper here, and I have my starting line, also known as the shoulder line. Okay, then from the starting line I went ahead to draw out the bust line, the under bust line, and I have the waistline here as well. From the center front I will go in by 3 inches for the neck width, and I will come down by 3 inches for the neck depth, and I will use my French curve to draw a round neckline. Now from the center line on the shoulder line, I will mark half of her shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches, and then from that point I will come down by 1 inch. So from this 1 inch point I will connect to meet the neck width. Okay, now for the armhole depth, I am going to divide her bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. so whatever measurement you get, mark it. I had 7 inches for my friend. Now I am going to mark a straight line across here. From the shoulder slope I will connect a straight line to meet this new line here. Now what I am going to do now is, from the shoulder slope down to the chest line, I will mark the midpoint of this line, and from that midpoint I will go in by half of an inch. Mark quarter of your bust measurement on the chest line. Now join all the 3 points together to form an armhole. Now the next thing I am going to do is to mark half of her nipple to nipple measurements, which is 3.5 inches on the bust line, the under bust line and the waistline, and mark a straight line to meet all these 3 points. Now on the waistline, go out by half inches on both sides of the nipple to nipple point. And now I am going to connect these points to meet the point of the bust line like this. Now guys, from the shoulder here, I am going to divide what I have on this shoulder into 2 equal halves and get the midpoint. So from this point I just marked, I'm just going to connect a line to meet the bust point. So the next thing is to determine how deep you want the neckline to be. So from the shoulder to the chest line is 8 inches, and this is too deep for the neckline. Okay, so I will come up a little bit, like 1 inch from the chest line. You can come up by any inches you want, but I am just coming up by 1 inch for my friend. Okay, so I just drew a straight line across. Now on this under bust line, I will come out by quarter on both sides of the dart legs. I will make a straight lines to meet the points on the waistline, and I'll connect here to the bust point with a curve. Make sure it's not too curvy because this is just a simple top. Okay, now on the top of the line I created earlier, I will come out by ½ inch on both sides and create curves to meet the bust point. I will then go ahead and use my marker to deepen the lines so that we see it very clear. Now this area I marked are going to be cut off. Now we put in our body measurements. Okay, so on the chest line, mark quarter of your bust measurement. Mark the dart intake we have here. And add extra 1½ inch for stitching allowance. On the waistline, I will mark quarter of her waist measurement. Add the 1 inch dart intake and add 1.5 for stitching allowance. And I will join the points together like this. So guys, this upper part here is going to be the yoke. From the center of this line, I am going to come in by 1 inch and make a point there. We are trying to get the V on the yoke on the top we are trying to make. From this point here, I came in by 4 inches. Just make sure it gets to the other part of the dart. And from the middle of these 2 points here, I drew a line up and connected all these 3 points to form a triangle. I will then go ahead and use my marker to deepen the lines so that we see it very clear. So this is basically all for the drafting of the front. I will go ahead and cut out the yoke first, and I will remove the triangle part as well. I will go ahead and cut out the remaining parts of the front pattern. So guys, this is it for the front pattern of the top we are creating. So now I am going to draft the back pattern, and I will use my front pattern to make the back pattern. So what I want to do now is to join these 2 pieces together as one. Make sure that they are exactly meeting at the end. For the curved area, one is going to be on top of the other, and use your tape to tape it down. For the yoke area as well, I will go ahead and arrange my piece like this and also tape it down. If you feel this is too stressful, you can go ahead and draft your full back pattern. Okay, now you notice the armhole is not exactly the same as the top end, but don't worry, we are going to cut this together. Now I am marking a line here which is going to serve as our zip extension. Okay, I place the front pattern exactly on the zipper line, as you can see. So here I am using my tape to secure it so that it doesn't shift or move, and it will be easy for me to cut out the back. Okay, for the back neckline, I will come down by 1.5 inches and then connect it to meet the neck width. So I will go ahead and cut out the back piece. Okay, so you can see how I cut out the armhole. Do the same thing for yours. Now here on the zipper extension, I'm going to come in on the waist by half and make a straight and make a line to the top. Okay, so this is basically all for the back pattern. Okay, went ahead to transfer this into my fabric, and and my fabric is in a fold on the center front. I have 2 of the yoke pieces. One is going to serve as a lining and one will serve as the actual fabric, and 2 pieces for the bustier area as well. I added stitching allowance in between. As you can see, I didn't add stitching allowance to the sides because we already added stitching allowance on our pattern paper. So yeah, that is all for the drafting of our top. I will teach you how to sew it in my next video. Please subscribe so you get the next video whenever I upload it, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.